हेलो दोस्तों मेरा नाम विवेक है और मैंने एक इंग्लिश नेटिव स्पीकर के साथ में इंग्लिश में कम्युनिकेट किया था। हालाँकि मेरी इंग्लिश इतनी अच्छी नहीं है बट आई ट्राई माय बेस्ट टू इम्प्रूव माय इंग्लिश। और कहते नहीं है कि कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। और अगर आप लोग का साथ रहा तो 100% कुछ ना कुछ तो इंग्लिश इंप्रूव हो ही जाएगी। तो चलिए इसी इंस्पिरेशन के तहत में चलते हैं वीडियो में और देखते हैं कि हम लोगों का क्या कम्युनिकेशन हुआ। तो चलिए चलते हैं वीडियो पे।
Hello,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. My name's Jane. I'm English and I live in Canada. And what's your name?
Ma'am, my name is Vivek and I'm belong to the India.
In India. Okay. And what do you do in India, Mavi?
Ma'am, I live in a place which name is the UP and I am professionally as a teacher.
You're a teacher. And what do you teach?
Ma'am, I actually teach the student in technical. Actually, I completed my BTech and I am a professional technical teacher and I teach the technical subject.
Oh, I see. And is this your first time with Cambly?
Yes, ma'am. This is my first time and this is my first trial which I use.
Okay, good. All right. So you would like to learn more about how to speak English clearly or conversation and how to speak English clearly? Both?
Ma'am, actually my English conversation is not good. So I want to speak in fluently which will help in my future for my teaching purpose other professional where I go. So I will use the English in proper way. Okay.
I'm just going to come up with a couple of things for you to go through, and then you can then we can start from there. Okay, we're going to start with basic conversation. All right. So we're going to talk about foods that you like. Okay, food you love. So we're going to do a bit of vocabulary, talking about food. We're going to speak about food you like, food you want to eat, and grammar, would like, and then we'll do a bit of role playing as well. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So what is your favorite food? Your favorite?
My favorite food is mango. I like very much.
Your favorite food is mango?
Yes, ma'am.
And what
is your?
Mine is shrimp.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Shrimp.
Yes.
Okay.
And what is your favorite meal to cook?
I'm basically ma'am vegetarian, and so I like to all the vegetables which is cooked in proper way. I will eat.
Okay,
And,
so I like all kinds of vegetables, you could say.
Okay.
All kinds of vegetables.
Okay.
Okay, so you can read along as you go in on the chat. It says I like all kinds of vegetables.
I like in all kinds vegetables.
Okay, look at the chat on the side. Can you read that?
Yes, ma'am. I read that.
Okay, go ahead and read it.
I like all kinds vegetable.
Mostly rice and baked goods.
Mostly rice and baked goods.
Yes. Most people are vegetarian.
Most people are vegetarian.
Okay, good. I'm glad you can see that. Okay, so this is vocabulary. So just go through the names for me and read them.
Okay. So I can read.
You read. Meat,
okay.
Chicken, beef, fish.
Meat, chicken, beef, fish. And next one is the vegetable.
Yes.
Tomato, onion, pepper.
Good.
And other one is the dairy.
Yeah.
Cheese, milk, butter.
Good.
Last column will be the stretch, bread, noodles, and rice.
Okay, and that word is starch. 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 Bread, noodles, and rice. So the heading is bread, starch.
Okay, sorry.
Starch. Good. Okay. Now the next one,
Yeah.
my favorite meal. So I'm going to ask you to read this for me, okay?
Okay. So may I ask? May I tell?
Go ahead and read.
Okay. I understand. So first one, my favorite meal, and a meal is the food you eat at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. On the next slide, we will read a short passage about the meal you see on the left. Do you know what is called? Question mark. What food do you see?
Okay. So what do you see in that picture? Can you name everything there?
Uh, uh, this is a bread. This is a
Bread, yeah.
uh,
Peas, onions,
onion, peppers,
and meat.
and cheese.
Yes, and
Okay.
meat. Okay, that's what's in the picture.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now this is Amy's favorite meal. My favorite meal of the day is lunch. My favorite thing to eat for lunch is a cheesesteak sandwich. It has onions, peppers, and bread. There is cheese on the meat and vegetables. It's delicious. Now you read it.
Can I read again?
Yes, you read it.
Okay. My favorite meal of the day is lunch. My favorite thing to eat for lunch is a cheese steak. Can I write?
Cheesesteak sandwich.
Cheese steak sandwich. Okay. It has onions, peppers, and bread. There is a cheese on the meat and vegetables. It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Okay.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
No, delicious. Delicious.
Delicious.
That's right. Delicious. Good.
Thank you.
What is your favorite meal? So now you have to start the sentence off with, my favorite meal is, it has, and in it. Okay? What foods are in your favorite meal? Okay? So now you read this section here. You read this section here.
Okay.
Go ahead. My favorite meal.
Meal. My favorite meal is rice. It has.
Okay. So what does it have? What does your favorite meal have in it? What does it have? Rice and vegetable in it.
Okay. But it has rice and vegetables in it.
So my favorite meal is dinner. It has rice
My favorite
and vegetables in it.
Okay, I understand.
Yes.
Can I repeat? My favorite meal is dinner.
Is dinner.
It has
Is dinner.
dinner.
No,
dinner.
is
It has
not
rice.
it. Is dinner. My favorite meal is dinner.
My favorite meal is.
Look up the side. Look what I wrote at the side. Is. I-S. I-S. Is dinner.
I-S. Is. My favorite I-S is
My
dinner.
favorite meal is
rice.
dinner.
My favorite meal
Good.
is
All
dinner.
right. Now we got it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. It has rice and vegetable in it.
Rice and vegetable. It has rice and vegetable
Good.
in
All
it.
right. Excellent. Okay, next one. I eat my favorite meal every day, once a week, once a month, several times a year. You read it?
Yes, I can read it. How often do you eat your favorite meal? I eat my favorite meal
every day.
basically every day, once every day. And there will be three other columns, which is once a week, once a month, several times a year.
All right. The next one. Do you usually cook your favorite meal at home or eat it at a restaurant? Remember, use the simple presents to talk about what you usually do. So I usually eat my favorite food at a restaurant. What about you?
Okay. Basically, ma'am, I also eat the food in restaurant, my favorite food. But in sometimes I will
At home.
I cook in
Yes.
in my house.
Okay. So when I say use the words I usually, that's what I want you to say. I usually cook my meals at home, but sometimes I go to a restaurant. Can you say that?
I use yes.
Yes.
Can I say? I usually cook my food in home, but usually go to the restaurant. But mostly go to the restaurant.
Okay, so I'm going to send you something to read. Okay, read that. Can you read it on the chat?
Yes. Okay. I read in starting.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you usually cook your food? Do you usually cook your favorite meal at home or eat it at a restaurant? I usually cook the food in home, but usually go to the restaurant. Usually go to the restaurant.
Very good. All right, good job.